Yeah, I don't remember who Passion plays off the top of my head. Oh, it's a Steve? Dude, Steve? Both of AK Fire's mains. How crazy is that? Um, but dude, I'm excited for more Shulk. I don't see enough Shulk being utilized. I mean, we have Vidon, we have who else plays this character, honestly? Like, I don't even know if Vidon plays Shulk anymore. No, just in general. Like, there's very few Shulk players in the world, and I honestly really love to see this character be utilized. I love Shulk from his home series. You know, Xenoblade's a great game. Contrary to what the Xenoblade 2 community might lead you to believe. Trust me, Xenoblade 1's good. Believe it. If you haven't played it, it's on the Switch. Whatever. But right, and I've heard Nico actually switching it up and playing Sephiroth more often than the Shulk too. So again, it's like the changing of the guard. But Passion doing a good job of making sure that it's not too far out of proportion right now, and they are making Reflex play around their options. And Passion, I think a couple weeks ago, I think Pure Smash 13 had a really good performance as well. But there's that switch to the Smash model on a dime and takes that first stock very quickly. Right. I freaking love, again, Reflex not overextending even a little bit. Passion does have diamond tools out right now. There's the up smash, but the shield art comes out just in the nick of time to help survive that. And here's the smash art. Has Passion in the corner, but nope. Not going to over-engage. Going to have that jump out primed and ready. And again, Reflex just kind of letting Passion get these materials. I would say it's ill-advised, but right now, Reflex just isn't overextending even in the slightest bit. Right, and again, I think Reflex is playing this matchup in such a unique way, because a lot of people just aren't happy to let Steve mine, and ordinarily I'd say, no, don't let him mine, don't let him get those resources, but I think Reflex is realizing at this point that the way Passion is playing, they burn those resources as quick as they get them, so, but that's unfortunate, a super early SD because of how little of a jump you get when you have the speed art active. And with Buster out, that powered up rail is going to do about 27%. And this is where it gets real scary because in just 2 attacks, we see Reflex at 60%. Okay.
The future is ours to decide.
See, that's the thing about making or having a well-endowed Steve at the end of the match, because they can very easily turn things on their head. And that's another thing about Shulk. Shulk's Monado arts are really good at shifting the style of gameplay on a dime at the drop of a hat, especially with Reflex and how they play. The problem is that there's some detriments to the Monado arts as well, because like with things like Buster or Jump Art, you get these cool buffs, but you take more damage with those as well. I mean, and again, we saw Speed Art not really play to Reflex's advantage either, because they lost their jumps a lot earlier, and they didn't have a way to get back to the stage. So, you know, that's a push and pull of Steve, and you know, especially playing against a character, or excuse me, that's a push and pull of Shulk. But that's the thing about playing against a character like Enderman, like Steve, because they can just absolutely come out of nowhere with insane combos, with ridiculous damage output with those side Bs at a moment's notice, and if you're not ready to deal with it, you are going to be taking a ton of damage and possibly dying in some jank way. When the sword fails, it is time to throw the hands. That's a good one. I like it. I like it very much. But right. Like, I'll still fight, but it's oh, okay, a little bit of a misplay there. Reflex. Okay, I can kind of see what they're doing now. They're not letting Passion mine and give them space. Reflex is actually waiting for his arts to come back so he can have way more options for how he wants to play whenever he does eventually approach. And another thing I gotta mention, I freaking love how Reflex is dealing with blocks, because he doesn't just, whoa, 2 up smashes in a row. Yikes. Oh, and there's the anvil, yeah. And this is a fresh stock too for Passion, and man, 2 up airs from the diamond with Buster active put him at like 30%, and the shield comes out to survive a little bit longer. But man, already Reflex just spawned there at 50. I think Passion's definitely turning on the jets here. They have adapted to whatever Reflex wants to do. Can Reflex clap back? Yes, sir. I mean, that was very cerebral, the way Passion just picked Reflex apart there. I mean, Reflex was so on top of it in game 1, and then game 2 comes around, Passion just chewed him up and spat him out. I mean, there's no better way to describe that. And Reflex needs to play a little bit more to their strengths, I think, going forward, if they want to come out on top of this. I want to see more aggression. I know you're waiting for your arts to come back, but when you give Steve the access to these resources, they can use it and go a very long way with it, especially when they have access to diamonds readily. So, yep, the Buster comes out first. Interesting. But I do appreciate that Reflex doesn't just see red whenever Buster's active. They do pick their spots really well in that situation. Word. But Passion claps back. Yep, 65% of the board, evens it up. And I appreciate the fact that Reflex waited a second before jumping and using that air slash to get back to stage so that they could avoid the option from Passion. And Passion shows a good display of control, hitting that tech from the downer that goes through the stage. But no matter, the air slash comes out with the smash art active, and they do take the stock. Finally, Reflex in a good lead right here on his counter pick in game 3. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Should I just go? Okay, we got it, boss. Look, this rage is starting to build, and that gets really scary on a stage like Smashville, or excuse me, Town and City rather, because if Smash Art comes out at this percent with the rage super close to the blast zone, that could be a dead Passion at like super early percent. There's the Smash Art comes out, but not just yet. Passion's gonna get right through it. And then I love that Reflex disengages, make sure that you know, they don't have Smash Art out when they're at this high percent, just not letting any risk be taken. Uses the shield to get back down, but Passion has another diamond on deck for their last stock too, and you know, a little bit of iron, but that gold is super important as well. That's because right. Now you have access to the powered up rails.
Yeah, 157% on there, and still we have Reflex hanging onto this stock, so we gotta see if the Speed Art Monado is going to be doing the job. So far, so good. Definitely using a lot of mobility to just avoid damage completely as opposed to shielding it with the Shield Monado, but an up throw from a good out-of-shield option from Passion will be tying up that stock count.
Right. And the Smash Art's out, but there it is. Yeah, the weak hit down air will be killing from center stage. That knock-it back growth that Smash Art provides, Taco, is so insanely powerful. And this is looking very akin to game 1, where Reflex got up to an early lead, and Passion was super close to being able to bring it back, but you know, Reflex just needs to hold strong and not lose this stock right here, and they could be in a very good position going forward.
Yes, that's what's going to be important here to see, but right now, Reflex is going to be off stage,
no
caught
tech.
in an untechable option from Passion's Anvil, and yeah, last stock situation here for Reflex, but Passion is going to be doing a good job at keeping up despite them also being in the same situation, so you got to see here if they can keep that momentum up that they did to tie this up, but at the same time, here comes Passion with the flurry of aerials with these Speed Monado arts, definitely putting it to good work. Passion trying to go in for an F smash to catch a drop from the platform. And here comes Buster Monado. Passion ever so slightly getting some additional percent on there thanks to the Buster Monado. And here comes the gold tools. That's going to be very useful here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's diamonds actually again because
diamonds, and then I think like the axe is going to be.
Those are back out. Oh, wait,
oh yeah,
yeah, that F smash is. Oh wait, no, it was wood.
That's right. Yeah, a little bit of I think interesting thing there with the tools is that like sometimes you end up with a diamond, gold, or like, you know, a mix of materials depending on which one was broken when you use the crafting table. So that's kind of what we have.
But they don't get rid of your good ones, and yep, there's that roll in. Good read from Reflex, good pressure with the Smash Art. Finally take that stock too. And I think right at the end, their Passion's luck ran out. They ran out of strong materials to use, and yeah, that was curtains. But great poise from Reflex again, almost getting come back on, but nope, they hold out right at the very end there. And they advance to the next round of competition with a very good showing, a very unorthodox method of dealing with a character who's been a problem for quite a while in that Steve, and you know, earning their spot in winners quarterfinals against V.